Hey there, I'm here to read chapter 6, the final chapter in Kitty and the Sky Garden Adventure. I hope that it ends well. Here we go. Kitty brought the cats onto the rooftop, and they lined up along the stepping stones. Looking around at the Sky Garden, they began whispering to one another and pointing to the flowers and the new flower pots. Did you do all this, Kitty? Asked the tall ginger cat. It looks so tidy. My friends Pixie and Pumpkin helped too, replied Kitty. Diggory returned with some thick green string, and the tabby cat with the crooked ear stepped forward with the shell, looking very ashamed of herself. I'm truly sorry for wrecking your garden, she mewed. I was horrible and selfish, and I promise I'll never do anything like it again. Diggory nodded. Taking the shell, he threaded it onto the first piece of string. After that, each cat came up to apologize and to add their shell to the string. Soon there were 5 long threads full of beautiful silvery shells. When Diggory had finished arranging the shells, Worry creased his whiskery face. Kitty, we're missing the piece in the middle that makes it chime. Duke has that piece. I bet he will be here any minute now. Kitty crossed her fingers behind her back. She really hoped she was right, and that Duke would arrive with the missing piece soon. Diggory sat on the bench, patiently holding the strings of shells. The cats gathered around him, gazing at the seashells as they twisted and turned in the night breeze. Pixie and Pumpkin ran to the edge of the roof and peered at the street below. I can't see anyone, called Pixie sadly. No, wait! Pumpkin danced around in a circle. It's Duke! He's climbing up the fire escape. Kitty held her breath as the plump gray cat clambered onto the rooftop. He stroked his whiskers before clearing his throat. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble, he said to Diggory, his tail drooping. Your garden is amazing, and I shouldn't have rushed in and ruined it all. Diggory frowned before taking the chime from Duke. Well, we all make mistakes from time to time, he said slowly. Perhaps I should have invited visitors here sooner. So if you promise to keep the paths and look after the plants, then you're welcome to stay. Duke clapped his paws together with excitement before catching himself and trying to act cool. Sure, I can promise all that. It looks nice now that the place is neat again. Diggory carefully tied the chime between the strings of shells. Then Kitty climbed the tree behind the bench and hung the chime carefully from a long branch. Everyone watched and waited. There was a moment of silence. Then a breath of wind swirled over the rooftop, making the shells sway. So here's Kitty putting up the wind chime. Diggory smiled widely. This has been a night of surprises. Thank you, Kitty, for making me realize how much I've missed having visitors. He climbed down from the bench. Now I'd better water the plants like I do every evening. Why don't you sit and rest? We can finish the chores. Duke clapped his paws. Everyone fill up the watering cans. Kitty and Diggory sat on the bench together while Duke and the other cats got to work. Pixie scampered up and down the path, telling the other cats all about their garden rescue. Do you have any good ideas for your school garden design, Kitty? Said Pumpkin, jumping up beside them on the bench. Kitty gazed around the sky garden. I'm definitely going to use recycled flower pots and lots of sunflowers. Pumpkin snuggled against her. What a busy night. I'm very sleepy now. Kitty smiled and yawned. Me too, but I'm so glad that we had a new adventure and made some wonderful new friends. Wow, the garden is back to being really beautiful. Now remember, every book ends with super facts about cats. Here's the super facts. Super speed. Have you ever seen a cat make a quick escape from a dog? If so, you know they can move really fast, up to 30 miles per hour. Super hearing. Cats have an incredible sense of hearing and can swivel their ears to pinpoint even the tiniest of sounds. Super reflexes. Have you ever heard of the saying, cats always land on their feet? People say this because cats have amazing reflexes. If a cat is falling, it can quickly sense how to move its body into the right position to land safely. Supervision. Cats have amazing nighttime vision. Their incredible ability to see in low light allows them to hunt for prey when it's dark outside. Super smell. Cats have a very powerful sense of smell. Did you know that the pattern of ridges on each cat's nose is as unique as a human's fingerprints? Now that, my friends, is the end of this book. Now it says here that the next Kitty adventure is called Kitty and the Treetop Chase. But the problem is, it's not out to buy yet. So I'm just going to have to wait until it gets published and I can buy it and read it to all of you. So next time I'll probably just choose a new book and we'll get started on something else. Thanks for listening today. See you next time.